Episode 40. Something big is going to go down in the big squirrel temple cathedral thing. That's what the music is indicating. And Nikki seems to think it's going to be a wedding. We can only dream, right? I swapped into this outfit, which I kind of call the wedding dress, but is really just an eel-themed dress, in the hopes that Giovanni is going to make some miraculous appearance once we make our way through this little dungeon, or that's what I assume it is. And we can surprise him with our new look that he hasn't seen yet. He'll propose to us. We can only hope. I'm even wearing the necklace that he gave us, instead of the neck piece that goes with this set, just because I like him that much, and also the blue of the necklace kind of matches the blue of the dress. It also sparkles like the jewels on it, so it's like he knew, but I hope he didn't. I guess we can do this first. No. Damn. Well, at least it's an easy trek back up. Thought it might not be. Do we want to explore this area? It seems like a whole thing. I don't know, maybe that's later. I can't imagine the story takes us there. This is like the main thing we're here for, right? So it's the Swordsmith Ruins. I forgot what we were here for. Something to figure out how to defeat Chigda, the Dark One. The guy that's become all dark. To become a new god or something. That's what we're here for, right?
This is the gate to the Swordsmith Ruins. I used to wonder if this gate would unlock with my grandfather's key. But then I thought I should wait until I become a Feywish knight before trying my luck.
Dorota, you're a real knight now.
Yes, Nikki, this time, let me, Knight Dorota, lead the way.
Nikki putting her suck-up skills to work. Dorota doesn't actually have the title of knight, but of course Nikki is going to stroke his ego, make him think that he's a knight so that he'll open the door for us. That's not really what she's doing, but it's fun to imagine.
Let's go!
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those. I guess I should have saved the photo of the squirrel, which was going to be the thumbnail for this episode.
To those who find themselves in the shadow of despair.
What was that?
Nikki, that statue is talking to us!
I, Huerta, the sacred knight, impart these words unto those who may face the perils in days yet to come.
That's the squirrel? That voice? I like it.
To halt the spread of despair, the vines, a dark creation nourished by desperation, must be severed. Yet only the bearer of the sacred knight's armor, who wields the sacred blade, can accomplish this task. Should the desperate vines once more run rampant, though my body may have perished, let not the light of hope diminish.
Why were Nikki's lips moving when the statue was talking? That's either a bug or she's possessed.
My eternal spirit awaits at the end of this path. To bestow upon the Chosen One the power of the sacred night and the burdens that come with it.
Sounds like Huerta left this message, fearing the desperate vines would return for someone in the future.
And then, her fear came true.
Luckily, she left behind the sacred knight's power. She said luck for her at the end of the ruins. Let's go find her.
So we know a little tidbit about these squirrels, just that the iron squirrel statues are based off of these guys, who apparently disappeared long ago, or supposedly would have disappeared long ago because they're apparently from a very long time ago. So we have 5 stars and 16 dew, just to be sure. There weren't any dew over here, right? Maybe I should take a photo with this statue just in case. There's probably going to be plenty of photo opportunities later, in case I do want to use it as the thumbnail. Unfortunately, Nikki doesn't have any leaning emote, like she's taking an oath or something. I don't always want to turn to the praying pose. There should be something better we can do. Maybe something like this? Like basking in the radiance? Kind of like this angle a bit better. If we use this as a thumbnail, unfortunately, the squirrel's face would probably be cut off by whatever text that I use, unless it's a short title. So, angle it a bit further up. Or change the tilt. Yeah, we'll do that. And that gives a bit of more emphasis on the size, I guess. You want to zoom out a bit more, maybe? I think this is fine, although her hair is clipping. I've already went through so much trouble with this. Maybe there's another pose. Is this anything? I don't want to spend the entire episode on this, but sometimes that's just how it is. Yeah, that kind of works. Looking up at the towering statue. I like that. Alright, I probably wasted a lot of time on that because there's probably going to be a cutscene where I would pull a much better screenshot from. Something that was specifically curated by the cutscene designers to look good. It's fine. Anything behind? It's not a whole lot of dew to look out for. They're usually in sets of 2 or 3, so at maximum 8 locations that we have to find dew in, and there's one of them. Damn. Well, I'm glad I turn around so much. If I turned around here, I would have gotten them much earlier. Music much more dramatic than any previous level. Dungeon, platforming, whatever these are called. There's just a tiny bit of lag whenever you switch outfits. Like whenever you become big again, you can't immediately fire off a purification orb because there's lag putting on the shrinking outfit or becoming big Nikki or whatever. I'm glad I turned around. No, wait. Is this anything? It is. I put the iron grate there to tantalize you with the wishing star, the whim star. And make you turn around to find the path that you probably missed. They already kind of used Momo in the other platforming segment we did, the beauty lab. Is this just going to be another Momo segment or something like that? Not that I'm complaining, just wondering. Pretty sure we can't ride those as Nikki, right? Oh, great.
Water up ahead looks deep. Let's stop here.
No, Momo, you stop. You're the one in control, technically. Alright, nothing. Oh, we're avoiding the wind. Gotcha. Almost walked right into that one. Hope I'm not missing any dew. Ah, I did almost miss a star. How though? How do we get up there? Is it? It might actually be in the other room. Can we make it all the way there? Maybe if I didn't clip on the wall. Oh, we still made it. Okay, yeah, I was just here. But how are we supposed to... No. Are we supposed to come in at another angle? Here we are. And another one. Probably for later. What about dew, though? Are we missing any dew? Guess not. But there are 2 pieces of lore. Ancient Tales of a Sword Knight, Preface. I never intended to write this preface for the Chronicle of the Swords, despite dedicating my life to documenting all I know about them, and the fascinating anecdotes I've collected. This book could easily be called my life's work. However, I find it unnecessary for modern readers to comment on the famous swords and heroes chronicled herein, for these tales belong to the age of gods, blood, and fire. Yet, Knight Amelia, who guarded Cecilia alongside me, insisted that I share my thoughts here. She argued that my achievements in battling the dark could add depth to this work, encouraging others to delve into its pages. Is this Huerta? In this age of strife between light and dark, if tales of ancient swords can inspire bravery and the will to fight, compelling others to draw their blades and defend this world as descendants of the gods, then it would be a wonderful thing indeed. Thus I have agreed to offer my reflections, hoping they will help readers interpret these tales through the lens of my own experiences. This book records the deeds of over a dozen well-known swordsmen and their swords. These tales spurred me in my training and urged me to strive for greater heights, accompanying me on my journey to become the sacred knight who stood against the dark. However, as glorious as these deeds may seem, one must recognize that the journeys and twists and turns that led the characters through some very dark places, and that it's greatly advised to think critically when learning from their example. Furthermore, one must not place too much emphasis on the role the sword plays in a knight's endeavors. It is the knight who gives soul to the sword. Before the sacred blade was forged, I had already slain the dark, plaguing the silken lake with an unremarkable sword. It was because of my accomplishment that the Wishing One rewarded me with a divine miracle, guiding me to join his descendants in the Wishing Woods in their effort to destroy the desperate vines and vanquish the dark. It was then that I forged that unparalleled blade of hope with the help of the Feywish sprites. I therefore believe that there is no sword more sacred than a knight's chivalrous spirit. Very chivalrous music playing. And actually it was mentioned before how Geroda's grandpa, forgot his name, aided a knight in all of this stuff way back when. Is that knight maybe Huerta? And I never really thought, but maybe that knight was a squirrel. Huerta. How fun. A squirrel and a Feywish sprite, if I'm remembering those facts correctly. Glad I read the preface before the rest of it. Ancient Tales of a Sword Knight, the Broken Blade. The Broken Blade, said to be the sword wielded by the famous headless knight in ancient times. Once a crown prince of a small kingdom, the headless knight lost everything to an enemy kingdom. The dark tempted him with the promise of restoring his reign, a promise made under false pretenses. In his desperation, the crown prince accepted the dark's offer, and so it granted him a sword with destructive powers and commanded him to take the life of the enemy kingdom's king. Inscribed upon the blade was the dark's curse. This blade must draw blood once unsheathed. Its wielder will become the cruelest monster when the sword's thirst is satisfied. The crown prince infiltrated the capital of the enemy kingdom with the sword and plunged it into the tyrant's chest. As blood flowed along the blade, the crown prince felt the curse consuming his mind. In a moment of clarity, he shattered the blade and cleaved off his own head with its broken edge, lifting the dark's curse at the same moment it was fulfilled. Wow, I wasn't expecting this kind of lore from the game, but I guess it is very fairy tale. According to the legend, the crown prince became an undying martyr at that moment. Wow. I thought the headless king would just be the moment the king became headless or whatever, but he existed for a while after being headless? Is that what they're saying? Crafting a suit of armor with an ancient design, some claim to have encountered this enigmatic knight in the wilderness, where he has saved them from the dark with his damaged sword. His suit of armor remains empty, and his head remains nowhere to be found. As tales of his righteous deeds spread, people began to share the legends of him and his sword, which was given the name the Broken Blade. Written note: how is it a proper revenge when he used the power of the dark? It was mere luck that the headless knight didn't become a monster. I must remember to never put an ounce of trust in the dark and its false promises. To vanquish the dark, one must only rely on the light within and possess an iron will. That's some interesting side commentary, specifically relevant to our current scenario. Chigda and everything. Hope I didn't miss anything. I can't turn around. Oh, more lore. Kuroda's farewell letter. I was actually expecting more tales from that book. Yep, here it is, written in the very first line. To Huerta, my dear comrade in arms, the desperate vines have been dealt with. You have now fully completed the Wishing One's task. I suppose it's time for us to say our goodbyes, for I know you have many important matters to attend to. I always found it ridiculous how humans would rather write down important words in long-winded sentences instead of conveying them face to face. But now, moments before our final farewell, I have come to understand their reasoning, if only a little. Perhaps writing farewell letters is another way for humans to convey their wishes, not to the wishing one, but to the recipient. And that wish is, remember me, and take care. I can still recall our first fight together. That dark apostle nearly tore your right arm off, yet your grip on your sword never loosened. Your silhouette in the golden sunlight remains vividly etched in my mind. While we worried about your injury, you were already thinking about forging a blade from a monster's horn. I remember calling you silly for that, but I suppose I should tell you how I really felt. My first thought was, what a gallant knight. Having someone like you as a comrade brought me immense joy. Even when I was given a beating by the dark. Of course, we eventually pushed them back with the new sword we forged. I rarely expressed my gratitude to you, but I remember every moment when I thought, I'm glad you were here. There was that time when we found ourselves surrounded by no wishing orbs to sustain us. You made a wish back then, remember? You said, I hope there will only be delicious wishes in the world for Kuroda, and the Feywish sprites to protect after we've eliminated the dark. That was the most profound and delicious wish I've ever had, and it motivated me to break out of the encirclement with you. I believe it's time for you to venture out and ensure that more delicious wishes fill the world, while I remain here, running for the position of Wishmaster to safeguard those wishes. It's the only way I can honor your wish back then. You've always been bossy, headstrong, and serious. I'm sure you'll be very bored when I'm not there to bicker with you, right? But I believe the future of the Sacred Night will be wonderfully bright, and the light of glory will only make your blade even sharper than ever. One day we'll reunite in a better world. Forever your comrade, Kuroda. I ship it. But of course it doesn't work out that way. He had a grandchild, Jiroda. Can't have a grandchild if you marry a squirrel, can you? Or maybe you can. I don't know exactly how baby Feywishes are made. Ah, I'm glad I checked. Didn't even see that Momo probably was yelling at me that there was something nearby. Actually, I guess I was still locked onto that one. Didn't even realize. Is that back where we came? So it is. I think. Yup. Excuse me. Even some dew. No, I think that's everything. Just 4 more dew, probably 2 more sets of 2. This section over here seemed like its whole thing, and there's 1 more star, unless I missed one, so... It's probably, yeah, in this forge tower. Everything that we haven't collected yet. Gonna be careful on the way up. Wow, you really get some height. Anything down here? Why is this here? In case you fall, like a recovery mechanic. Oh, it goes further up. And that means there's something to collect in here, right? Nope, nothing. I thought this was either the way forward or collectibles, but it's nothing. It kinda gets laggy when he goes in the horizontal ones, it seems. Or at least he moves in a kind of stuttery way. Damn. Well, there's the wind star, but I still need 2 more due. There's a very real possibility that I miss them in an earlier segment of the level, because we've reached the end. Crap. I'm gonna have to come back, again. It always turns out like this. Momo, why can't your view spot the dew? You're much harder to find than the wind stars. Oh well.
That's the sacred knight, Huerta.
She fought alongside my grandfather. But she's trapped by the vines. Nikki, we need to purify them first.
Okay. Huerta wasn't a squirrel. That statue was misleading. I am immensely disappointed.
Is it you who awakened me?
Sacred Knight Huerta!
Those who have traversed the ages, and the descendant of Kuroda, who fought by my side.
You remember my grandfather?
Indeed, a Feywish sprite of such skill and fiery temperament is not easily forgotten. You're here about desperate vines?
We are. The current Wishmaster made a dark pact. It caused the vines to spread, and it's hurt so many Feywish sprites.
Those vile things. They'll take any opportunity to destroy and cause havoc. Behold the Sacred Knight's outfit sketch.
We get your outfit? Nice.
To make it, you'll need a special material called silk rosite.
I don't think I've ever heard of this material.
Really? Silk rosite was a rare material, but coveted in the Wishing Woods, back in my time. Though perhaps there's none left now. I possess a modest quantity of silk rosite, yet it is far from ample enough to forge a complete outfit.
What should we do?
I have an idea.
What is it?
We don't have enough silk rosite to make a full outfit, but maybe we can make a mini version of it. In other words, a Feywish Knight's outfit.
Okay, yeah, I figured Geroda would be getting an upgrade here, but when she was talking about creating an outfit, I thought we would be getting a cool outfit. I guess we don't, but Geroda does. This is fine. It's fine. I don't get a knight outfit. Fine.
Yes! A size that fits perfectly on Geroda!
Agreed. The descendant of Kuroda deserves a knight's outfit worthy of his lineage.
So maybe I'm missing this, but is she a ghost? Or what? Is she immortal?
You're different from him, but in you, I see the same integrity, faith, and courage.
Thank you!
Geroda, will you wear the Feywish Knight outfit and fight the desperate vines with us?
I accept!
Go forth, brave knight.
An unfortunate stutter there with the camera, but that's fine. That might be the thumbnail. Hopefully that stutter there didn't exclude the exact frame that I would want to use. And we're still on Chapter 7, still on the secret of the Grand Tree. We've already uncovered the secret, but I guess we're still on Chapter 7. I guess we're going to expose the secret now. The whole conspiracy. But before we do that, I need those damn dew. Maybe we can just do this off camera, but I don't know. It could be quick. Or I could not even find them. I could just go do it again without finding anything. There are probably 2 whole locations with 2 dew apiece that I'm missing somewhere. And I have no idea where they could be. This one wasn't all that long, but a lot of nooks and crannies and places to shrink down into, so I feel like I'm not going to have an easy time finding these. Just going to be a lot of spinning the camera, shoving it up walls or something. I guess we can at least assume if we find, or in locations where we found some dew, there shouldn't be more dew immediately next to them. Maybe that's a bad assumption to make though. Already explored down here, but gonna have to be very thorough, I guess. Wasn't really anything here. No way to go further. What about down here? Don't think so. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in that last section, the big tower, so... Ah, there's some right there. That's at least one. Not sure I missed that the first time. I guess I was looking down mainly and not looking up. Typical of me. Typical of gamers. Gamers never look up. I never admire the destroyed statues next to the waterfall. This would also be a good thumbnail, if I wanted to use it as that. But I already took a picture, so... And that picture might not even be the thumbnail. Let's get a good look at this ventilation tunnel. Up, down, and all around. Maybe up behind? No? What about inside and to the left? No? What about outside? Past the wind? No, I think we already thoroughly checked. And these lead nowhere, they're just alcoves for the wind. What about this room? We already explored it pretty thoroughly. There was just a whim star up there. There isn't really anywhere else I can check. No, there's nothing. Alright, back down. Nothing behind. And in this place, we already got some dew. Yeah, this place is clear too. What about under? No. This is looking bad for me. What about up here? We don't go through here, do we? No. That's just for lighting. But still, in this corridor, is there anywhere else to search? Think so. It's just a star down there. And then we're back here. I don't think there could be any dew here. I think I missed it again. Just to be sure. Kind of a pain to go through all this again. Really nothing in this alcove. If we get really high up, maybe I can see something, but didn't really see anything that first time. It's also the matter of draw distance. I think these dews sometimes don't appear unless you get too close. So it could be a problem in this big vertical section. And that's it. We went through again, and we're still missing one. Or two. One place where two are. This is unacceptable. Don't really want to spend more time this episode on it. But I am quite upset. One more time. And you know what? I'm so upset. I think I might actually just look it up. What is this place called? Swordsmith Ruins. Nikki. Swordsmith Ruins. Do. Hopefully I can remember all the ones I collected from this guide. Yep, behind, and then at the very top of the airstream. What? Where? Over there? Am I reading this right? Things never load well on mobile. Always refreshing the page. Turn around and then over here. Yep, and there's that hole in the wall. The wind star. There it is, I think. Maybe? Did I miss those? By the gears? I'm pretty sure maybe I collected them and I just don't remember them, but I'm pretty sure my memory is clear that I don't have any, or that there was no purple orbs floating under the gears. Here? Oh my god, I missed them. How'd I miss these? I guess I was always looking at this exact angle, standing in this position, spinning the camera, but never noticed that right there. Well, I have them now, and I can just quit out. Ah, I see. We're blocked off. That's the first time we're, blocked off from teleporting, it looks like. For obvious reasons. There was that big boss arena at the top of the tree, so... we're going to storm the castle. And maybe, just maybe, a dashing bad boy is going to come in to save the day when we're in trouble. Okay, I barely touched that. What exactly is this filter that makes everything dark except the subject? I guess I'll have to unlock them to find out. Which means I'll have to get more of those stamps for the photo ops.
This is scary.
The vines have erupted. We need to act fast.
No, it's no good, Nikki. The Grand Milius tree warp spire is corrupted by dark essence. It's unusable.
I noticed.
How could this happen? It doesn't matter. It's up to us to push through. Go.
Are you telling yourself to go, or? I guess so. So we're just climbing the tree a second time? Is there going to be like a difference in the way this works? Guess we're just speedrunning our way up. Looks like we got the quest marker here, so... guess the only difference is the presence of enemies. Oh no. Okay, now it's free. I'm going to assume even if you leave those enemies up, the warp spires are going to be accessible again after you clear out whatever's at the top. But just in case, I guess I'll clear them as I make my way up. Who knows, maybe I'll make a bonehead move with the cannon again and fall all the way down. Or make a bonehead move trying to use the jump while on these poles to get up faster. Okay, this is not fast. I think we're stuck. Luckily, we were technically on ground there, so we could use that little trick. No, we're already at the top. Well, not the top, but what used to be the top. So what's in here? Anybody? People taking shelter, maybe? A rare chance for like a conversation that only happens during this very specific cutscene. The option to sit on this chair while no one's in there? No, can't even jump. Oh well. Here's that lag again. Can't immediately fire off an orb. No time for lore. Although things don't exactly seem dire, it's not really moving. Guess we missed all the fun. Where is everyone anyway? I guess they just left. Evacuated. Makes sense.
Is this Desperate Vine? Watch out!
Oh, What a nuisance. Humans, why can't you just do what you're supposed to? Keep making wishes. Give me the power of your desire and despair. Then humbly await the arrival of your new god.
What you're doing is a betrayal of the Wishing One!
You and Kuroda are both fools, truly cut from the same cloth. To try and revive that imprisoned girl, he stole the Orium vase, giving me the perfect excuse to sacrifice him.
Imprisoned girl? What did you do?
Oh, I made her keep wishing. Forever. Otherwise, how would I stay satisfied? I remember her last wish before fainting from hunger. She wanted her mommy's sweet soup.
This is pretty dire for something that's, I don't know. This voice is pretty 2-bit, isn't it? I'm sure that's what they're going for, but the way this guy talks, or is talking about this prisoner of his, he sounds more serious than his voice lets on.
That wish was sour and bitter. Disgusting.
You... monster!
Monster? I am the Wishmaster! The Wishing One's true descendant! Humans exist to serve me!
Maybe this ignore option is something that'll sting a bit more if we don't listen to his whole 2-bit villain act.
He's fully corrupted by dark essence. He's become a crazed monster. We have to stop him.
Okay, so that's what they meant by ignore him for this option. I thought it'd be, I don't know, more directed at him.
Naive. A new god who can grant your wishes?
Oh jeez.
Or an old fallen god? And you actually choose the latter? Ignorant creatures. You're not worth saving!
Nikki, I've got this!
Kuroda! Kuroda!
Damn it! Damn you all!
I didn't expect Infinity Nikki to throw out the dam. I guess this isn't exactly the fun fantasy isekai adventure that I thought it'd be when I first started playing. Sometimes a little bit more serious, even if the villain here seems a little bit I don't want to say hackneyed. Maybe ham-fisted? Over there. Okay. What are we supposed to do there? Oh, you just attack him, that's all. And that probably stops his attack. This is at least more serious than the other bosses we fought. Some versions of the bosses, like the, maybe you jump over that? Like the Boldy and the, have to be faster for that. The Boldy and the Big Bird. You actually fight harder versions of them in the Realm Trials or whatever they're called. Oh, I see. You go under. This one is at least on par with those harder versions from the Realm Trial. It's like complexity or whatever. And it's obviously got more flair.
We need to get away from here.
Oh, that killed. Unexpected peril. Well, I guess you can't jump over those like I thought. Or I was just too low. Huh. My first time with a game over screen.
Damn it! Damn you all!
I'm sure I have like a healing item that I could have used.
His defenses are weakened. Try attacking.
It's fine though. You can really just kind of ignore a lot of his attacks if you're fast enough. Hurry, Momo. Please hurry. We just barely made it.
You hit it! Right in its weak spot!
His weak spot is his own body. Alright, I should get a move on. Not wait for his attacks. Excuse me. Much easier if you don't give him the time of day. I guess I should have ignored him, like that dialogue option. But I did like to see his attacks a little bit. Huh. A scarf. The endless hug. How strange. Why'd we get that? It's not exactly related to lore or anything, but... or maybe it is. So who did this guy imprison? We are at the top of the tree, right? Or no, we're in an alternate dimension. I thought the top of the tree was a boss zone, but I guess it was just for the cutscene. Well, we're here. It's the top of the tree, like I wanted. At least as far up as we can go, I think. Unless we can... maybe go a little bit higher? If there are no invisible walls. Or visible walls. Clearly not meant to go up here, at least I don't think so. But you can. Don't think we can get much higher though. There is no Assassin's Creed lookout point at the top of the tree, it seems. That's unfortunate. Really want to get a stunning look at the surrounding area. It's all just blocked by foliage though. Kind of got a little bit as I was floating by. Oh well. Is everyone back now? Looks like it.
The vines! They're going back to normal! Thank the Wishing One!
What happened? Huh? Chiroda, Nikki, Nunabo, Barbarata. We purified the desperate vines. They won't harm anyone else.
That was you? How did you do that?
Uncle Barbarata, Nikki and I went to the swordsmith ruins. Using my grandfather's key, we opened the gate. We met the spirit of Sacred Knight Tuerta. She gave us the sketch for the Sacred Knight outfit, which has the power to defeat those desperate vines.
Due to lack of materials, we made a mini version instead. And it worked great.
What an amazing Fey Wish Night outfit! Jiroda, are you hurt?
No, I'm fighting fit. Well, I might have fainted for a little bit, but no harm done.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right, Geroda. Oh, I'm proud of you.
Geroda, thank you. You saved us again, unlike the paladins. Wait, where are they?
I imagine the paladins are having a hard time. After all, we exposed them and their schemes.
When did we do that? We didn't expose it to anyone, we just... I guess we talked to the captain and we just said we know, but we didn't really tell anyone. I guess that's what we're doing now.
Schemes?
Those vines, they started mutating because of Chigda, to cure himself.
Geroda explained.
He colluded with the dark? A desecration of wishes, and the Wishing One.
He turned into an S-ling? No wonder he got so strange.
Ugh, with the Wishing One gone, some Fey-Wish sprites lost their way. They forget why we exist in the first place, who we really are.
Maybe, without the Wishing One, we're lost beyond hope.
No, our purpose is to listen to wishes. Across the land, many wonderful things started with just a wish. The faint sparks of wishes grew into forests, towns, heartwarming stories, and amazing inventions. Every single day, new wishes are born. The Wishing One created us to listen to and collect them all. I believe the Wishing One is in every moment of listening. In these moments, we're still together with him.
Still with the Wishing One?
Yes! As long as we believe in wishes, we'll never be lost.
Good news! The coming of age ceremony can take place! The Arosa are blooming!
Oh, that is great! My baby can grow up now!
Huh. I better prepare the medicines. Every year, some youngsters crash into trees, learning to fly.
Such important news must be shared with all Fey-Wish sprites.
I came to report to the Wishmaster, but...
Wait, the Wishmaster? We don't have a Wishmaster now. Who will lead the ceremony?
Should we elect a new Wishmaster? I nominate... Geroda.
Does he have the political qualifications and the skills for such a position? Plus, if he's a Wishmaster, he'll be stuck behind a desk all day, right? Not sure that's exactly my image of a knight.
Me?
Yes! Geroda meets all the Wishmaster selection criteria. Well, there's really only one. Be a true Wish Guardian. A Wish Guardian? Sounds like Geroda to me.
Well, I guess if that's the only criteria, then he can do whatever he wants as the Wishmaster. I guess, yeah, he can be the Hokage that runs around the village, just like Naruto.
That's right. I agree. Geroda should be the Wishmaster.
I agree.
Geroda, will you be the new Wishmaster? Guardian of wishes, of the Wishing Woods, and of all Fey-Wish sprites?
Geroda?
Gladly!
Then, the coming-of-age ceremony is in your hands, Wishmaster.
Yes. Before that, there's one thing I want to do. Huh, what is it? Nikki, Momo, thank you for all the help. For me and the Wishing Ones. I, Geroda, as the Wishmaster, invite you to attend the Fey-Wish Sprite's coming-of-age ceremony. Afterward, as a token of gratitude, I'll present you with a blooming Arosa. A blooming Arosa? Nikki, the Wishful Arosa outfit!
We accept your invitation, Wishmaster. We'll definitely be there.
It's the first time a human will attend the coming-of-age ceremony. But the Aurosa's blooming is sudden. We need some time to prepare.
Is there anything I can help with? Should I prepare something as the only human?
Nikki, I don't know the answer to that. But Victor would know for sure. He knows our traditions best. He updates his big coming-of-age ceremony guide every time one takes place.
Supervisor Victor? I'll go find him now.
Well, I guess they need some time to prepare, and so do I. Unfortunately, Giovanni did not show up, as I was hoping. But I guess we can keep on this dress for a little bit longer. After all, we need to wear something extravagant for the coming-of-age ceremony, right? And maybe, just maybe, a dashing bad boy who maybe has a heart of gold underneath his harsh exterior will show up at the coming-of-age ceremony, and it'll double up as a wedding ceremony. One can only dream, and I'm going to keep on dreaming. As long as Giovanni is out there, they're going to have to kill him off before they can snatch him from my grasp. Now would be a good time to take a break.